Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Smithfield, Rhode Island. Tonight's match presented by Rhode Island Energy, the official energy services partner of Rhode Island FC, as they square up with the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Alongside my broadcast partner, Ross Davenport, my name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us. And Ross, as we take a look at the Eastern Conference standings, we're getting down to it. It's getting real.
Only less than a handful of games remaining. The big point earlier by Detroit means that Tampa 3 points behind them, but those 2 games in hand could be key. As for Rhode Island, a win tonight could jump them up into a tie with Tampa on 46 points.
The last time these two teams met, it was all Tampa Bay down in the Sunshine State, despite the fact that Rhode Island had a 1-0 lead early on. Tampa Bay Rowdies exploded. They bagged 4 goals. They won 4-1. But Ross, that was basically a lifetime ago, all the way back in March.
Yeah, obviously a brand new team, brand new coach, Cano Smith. He's got this team going now, a much improved squad. Yeah, they were in this game till about the hour mark. The Rowdies would run away with it late, but yeah, it's a completely different story tonight.
This Rhode Island FC side have taken 2 wins in a row at just the right time. They're getting some more stable footing in the playoff race, and they're playing their best when it matters the most.
They were racking up ties earlier this season. Now they're racking up the wins, starting to move up the standings, perhaps looking for a home quarterfinal. And Albert Dikwa has got things going. Man from Cameroon, 2 goals in his last 2 games. He only had 1 in his previous 10. He's become a fan favorite quickly in Rhode Island. 9 goals, 4 assists so far this season.
He was one of the prize acquisitions for Rhode Island FC, no question about that. And speaking of prized players in this league, Leo Fernandez, he needs no introduction.
He'd make his first start in a long time tonight, but it's appropriate because he will become the Rowdies' all-time appearance leader tonight as he overtakes Georgi Hirstoff with 174 appearances. He said he's super grateful to be here as long as he has.
Lots of big-time players, big stakes. We have it all as we come down the stretch of the USL Championship season. Tampa Bay Rowdies, Rhode Island FC, we have it for you. Coming up next.
At Ortho Rhode Island, we've built the future of orthopedic care around an important foundation, you. Our experienced surgeons and specialists offer the full spectrum of orthopedic care with leading-edge treatments and technology and a one-of-a-kind patient experience. From diagnosis to outpatient surgery, physical and occupational therapy, acute injury care, and advanced imaging, we make you the cornerstone of innovative care. To learn more or schedule an appointment, visit orthopedicsri.com.
Hey Providence, we're Breeze Airways, and we offer non-stop flights from Rhode Island's T.F. Green International Airport. We're redefining what it means to fly up front. This one's for you. Introducing Breeze Ascent, the newest, nicest way to fly. It's seriously comfortable, satisfying, and affordable. Book today at flybreeze.com and experience the nicest way to travel. Breeze Airways, seriously nice.
At Centerville Bank, we're rooting for your progress. From the everyday moments to the challenges you overcome, the little victories, and the big wins. Because your progress is our purpose. Centerville Bank, progress on purpose.
History is made in Rhode Island.
Congratulations, Rhode Island FC, for achieving the dream and making this a reality.
Rhode Island FC, the Ocean State's only professional soccer team, has kicked off its historic inaugural season.
This is going to be a spectacle to enjoy.
Rhode Island on the board!
Family 4-packs are now available starting at just $20 per person. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action. Get your tickets today.
The future is bright for Rhode Island FC.
Welcome back, Neil Rule, Ross Davenport here with you, just about ready to roll. Rhode Island FC, Tampa Bay Rowdies, a late season matchup with tons of playoff implications. Let's take a look at the starting 11s. First for the home side, Rhode Island FC.
For Cano Smith, in his first year, just the one change, and it's a potent one. J.J. Williams comes in up top alongside Noah Fuson and Albert Dikwa. Rhode Island in the last 17 games, 9 wins, 3 losses. 5 draws as they continue to move up the standings.
Coming in hot, I guess you could say. On the other side for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, they've gone the other way as of late. They've dropped 3 of their last 4, and they've fallen out of the top 3 in the Eastern Conference. They need a result here tonight.
They certainly do. Robbie Nielsen squad 4 changes this evening from that 3-1 loss to Charleston a couple of weeks ago. Obviously no game last week because of Hurricane Helene. The big news tonight, no Cal Jennings in 18. Late word, a minor hamstring injury, did not make the trip to Rhode Island. Should be okay for next week though.
So no Cal Jennings, which means no 13 goals from Cal Jennings as well. So we're just about ready to go. Rhode Island FC will have the possession to get things started. Albert Dequa will put it in play. Dequa was the massive get for Rhode Island FC. And now, home side on their way, tracking towards the playoffs. Elton Garcia is the referee. The assistant referees, Brian Canetta, Patrick Slane, the 4th official, is Jonathan Luke. And we are underway. Neil Rule, Ross Davenport here with you. USL Championship Soccer. Saturday night, early shot in. Grab is made.
Allen trying to catch Tampa Bay napping there, going forward at 200 miles an hour. Luckily, Jordan Farr, the birthday boy today, 30 years old. Congratulations to Jordan. Luckily, he was ready.
125 goals against average, 68% save percentage, does have 10 clean sheets, but Jordan would most want me to mention 1 assist on the season. Those keepers, they always want credit for that assist.
And Rhode Island's backup keeper Jackson Lee had an assist in this fixture way back in March. Slipped goal kick that went all the way through to Albert Dequa. Koke Vegas in goal tonight though for the home team.
Jordan Doherty with the control. He played 32 matches for Bohemians back in 2022. Almost 100 matches played for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Doherty, who has the ball, had one of the goals in that 4-1 win. Let's take a look at our Go Fix It building a win. Here's what both teams need to do to build a win, presented by Go Fix It.
Well, for Rhode Island, Keno Smith said to us this week his team cannot leave spaces and gaps. We were going to talk about Cal Jennings here, but obviously not playing tonight. He's always such a threat in behind, but still need to make sure he's force wider runs from these Tampa Bay forwards. As for Tampa Bay, Ben Bender, he's a former #1 pick in the MLS draft. He had knee surgery last winter. In Tampa now as part of his process, and his contract's up with Charlotte FC at the end of the year. Will he get back to MLS? Is he auditioning for a role in USL Championship? We'll see, but super creative midfielder. And listen, with his potent front 3 for Rhode Island, with no Cal Jennings tonight, Bender will certainly have to be on his best form creatively.
Rhode Island FC, as we talked about in the open, looking to continue their ascent up the Eastern Conference standings. Tampa Bay Rowdies trying to hold on to a home playoff match.
Foul there on J.J. Williams, the former Tampa Bay Rowdy, starting on the right-hand side. Looks like a little bit more than the left. Some potential for both these teams to score. These attacking lineups, only 3 at the back for each side. It's a real true 3 at the back, not 5 at the back like some of these teams play with the fullbacks pushing up. Both these teams love to push bodies forward and frequently.
I celebrate that mentality. I enjoy it as well. Rifa Yao plays it up the left side. Talked about MLS experience. Yao played for Montreal of MLS, also Vancouver over the course of the last 3 seasons, just 23 years old. Finds its way up to J.J. Williams. Williams made a run up with Albert Dequa. Formidable front line for Rhode Island FC. Trying to make the turn was Harivo. Ball swung out into space. Fuson couldn't control it cleanly. You mentioned Tampa Bay Rowdies' home match against Hartford for last Saturday was postponed due to the hurricane. They will be at Lou City next Saturday.
Yes.
So definitely not an easy road for Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Well, they would certainly love to pick up a huge 3 points here heading into that Louisville match. They have not rescheduled that Hartford match as of yet. We'll see if they perhaps wait to see if they do need to do it. You'd have to think with the way the Eastern Conference is setting up right now that there's certainly going to be something riding on that game, whether it even involves those two teams. Yeah, great to see Leo Fernandez out there. We gave him a bit of a shout out in the opener. Lewis Hilton said Leo Fernandez is the best player I've ever played with. Been Tampa since 2017, former MLS Super Draft pick back in 2013 by Philly. Great to see him getting a start tonight in his record-setting appearance.
J.J. Williams with it on that left side. Erivo goes down. Official says play on. Whistle, and the foul will be called this time. Let's take a look at tonight's health report, brought to you by Ortho Rhode Island, the official orthopedic partner and team physicians of Rhode Island FC. Learn more at orthopedicsri.com.
Rhode Island relatively healthy. Connor Smith was happy to tell us that midweek. As for Tampa, Forrest Lasso out for a while with the knee injury. Cal Jennings should be back next week, perhaps just a minor hamstring injury. We'll have him sitting on a plane for a few hours. Obviously, perhaps be needed next week. Is rather save him for that Louisville game, perhaps, rather than risk aggravating that injury heading into this playoff run.
Set piece now for Rhode Island FC. Curled in, coming off the line, punching it away was Jordan Farr. Williams, the pass, Dequa's shot is redirected. Farr will make the grab. Just about 6 minutes in, it's been all Rhode Island FC control so far.
Jordan Farr came for that one. I'm not sure if there was some kind of communication there. He had to go through a defender to get to that ball, but he did enough, got it out of the danger area. That could have been a scary prospect there if that ball had fallen to a Rhode Island player in the right spot. Obviously keep an eye on all the other results elsewhere tonight. Big one earlier, Neil, that game you did, Charleston 2, Detroit 2. Detroit with a late equalizer despite being down a man.
Wild match in Charleston.
That's a big result for Detroit. They're going to prove, even if they get a home quarterfinal, they're going to prove that they can go on the road to either Charleston or Louisville and get something out of it. Detroit have been playing well enough lately that, yeah, certainly neither of those top two teams want to see Detroit come into town, especially with the way their fans travel. Louisville with a 1-0 lead late in the first half at Indy. No goals elsewhere. Miami, Pittsburgh, Hartford, Loudoun. Some key matchups there at the bottom end of the playoff race.
Darcy gets it back. Darcy, another youngster, just 23 years old, a native of Cuba, but already has bagged over 50 USL Championship appearances.
He also had a ton in the USL League One with Fort Lauderdale CF. Plenty of professional games under his belt.
Play Holstead over. He will trigger the throw. Some of the youngsters in attendance. That's a pretty good seat right there.
Stars in their eyes. Oh, what's a great
and what a grab by Jordan Farr. And that was reminiscent of another Tampa Bay sports star. It looked like Mike Evans going up to make the grab.
He was a basketball player. I think he may have got called for over the back, or that was on his own teammate. He had to go over at the end. Sometimes as a keeper, you can yell as much as you like. Defenders don't always listen to you, and sometimes you just got to take things in your own hands, like Jordan Farr did there, going aerial.
Ball pops free. Nyangabiri with it. Great move there. Nyangabiri. Pass finds its mark. Perez couldn't collect it or control it fully. Tampa Bay Rowdies flexing their muscles for the first time here tonight.
Yeah, Nyangabiri did not start the last game. That loss to Charleston. Made a couple of changes. Did Robbie Nielsen trying to change things up to stop this funk. Didn't really work. Worked for an hour or so, but things got different late. Went behind 1-0 in that 5th minute. Kleeman with the consolation. And Yamagiri only came on late first half. Eddie Manjoma hurt his foot in a bit of a nasty tackle. He's on the bench tonight, potentially available.
Clay Holstead will throw it in again. Wants all available real estate. That went up into the box, and Holstead will track it back. Holstead again. Service towards the back post and Farr in traffic again.
Yeah, Jordan Farr. Listen, goalies love to get early touches on the ball. Jordan Farr doing a great job of dominating his 6-yard box, especially so far tonight.
Keepers like getting early touches on the ball. Maybe not this many, though. Maybe a few less in the first 10 minutes.
As any keeper will take claims over saves, Neil, that's for sure.
Jordan Farr, the 2022 USL Goalkeeper of the Year with San Antonio. 100 USL matches played in his career.
15 goals in the last 7 games, though, Tam. It's not the usual Tampa defense we've been used to. Only 2 wins in their last 9 coming into tonight. One of those was against Miami.
Direct ball sent up into the box. And Fernandez gave chase to it.
He went down in the heap. The referee didn't even look at it. It wasn't even a call, advantage or anything.
Dikwa sends it up into space. Heravo will send it over the top of the frame. And soccer fans, your 2025 Rhode Island FC season tickets are now on sale. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the history at the Ocean State's brand new Riverfront Stadium in Pawtucket. You can catch all the action, all the fun, and it starts at just $16.36 per match. Tickets are selling fast. Visit RhodeIslandFC.com for more information.
So everybody loves a new stadium. Those season tickets are certainly going to go quickly. Get your hands on those. It beats having your own facility. There's again. His quickness is causing some trouble down this right side.
Took the Rowdies a few minutes to warm into this one, but they are beginning to ask some questions along that right side. Pegged it. Yangabiri has been the one that's at issue. Now the Rowdies beginning to work that ball from side to side, just looking to create a gap just like this in the middle. Ben Bender. Ball pinged out to the right side. Yangabiri again. This looks more like the Tampa Bay Rowdies we've seen over the years.
Good control possession here in the final third. Gonna get something on the end of it, though. Leo Fernandez would love to get on the score sheet tonight.
Space one more time, Joshua Perez. Cross into the box. Nearly found its mark. That will go out for a Rhode Island throw. But the best possession of the evening so far for the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
It was a nice little ball over the top. I thought perhaps could have taken a touch before that first time cross. It, as a result, didn't quite have the accuracy it needed. You and I were talking tonight before the game about the delivery, how important it is. It's not the best one there.
Ross, for some strange reason, you show me guys with 20 goals, and I can show you somebody on that team that's capable of good service. It always works that way, no matter the level, Serie A, La Liga, MLS. USL Championship, whatever the level is, they're tied at the hip, the service and the goal scorer.
Yeah, Cal Jennings, they're going to miss him tonight, I think. He's one of those guys that just occupies defenders. They're going to miss him tonight for sure. Manuel Lartiego, certainly a different kind of forward than Jennings.
But the guys that score the goals get all the money, though, Ross. That's the way it works.
That they do.
Here's Doherty, pings it in. Stepping up, left foot shot, that was blocked. Bodily almost made a bid. Here comes now, turning into a 2v1. Ball sent across. Dikwa, his shot is blocked.
Clay Holstad turned on the Jets there, down that right wing. Unfortunately, Albert Dikwa took a little too long to get the ball settled. Still in the mix though.
Turnbull, nice give and go there from J.J. Williams. J.J. Williams, man, just an imposing figure, 6'4". Played his college soccer at Kentucky, scored 24 goals in 57 matches.
He's been in and out of the starting lineup for the Rowdies. It's only his third start in the last 9, but USL Championship fans know what a handful he is and what he can do when given half a step in the box.
More than that, he just looks the part when he's out there.
He fills that jersey nicely, he does. With his wide shoulders.
Of course, J.J. Williams, double-digit goals for the Tampa Bay Rowdies last season. You have to give Rhode Island FC ownership a ton of credit. When they came into this league, they weren't just looking to participate, take part. They stepped up, made the necessary investments. Look at Albert Dikwa, one of the best players in this league. They went out and got him. Huson's cross played out. Corner kick upcoming. And you can catch every heart-pounding moment at Rhode Island FC Stadium at Tidewater Landing. 2025 season tickets on sale now, offering flexible payment plans, priority access, discounts, invites to exclusive events, and much more. Don't miss out on an unforgettable season of fun, friends, and football. Visit RhodeIslandFC.com to become a 2025 season ticket member today.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about it at halftime and the early success of new franchises. It's not very common. Usually takes a couple of years at least to get going. But yeah, Rhode Island, what an honorable campaign it's been so far. Still plenty to go.
Corner service in, ball's loose right on top of the 6, and it's cleared away.
This front post run by J.J. Williams got the flick. Just didn't quite get enough on it. So into real trouble. It's here.
Quick throw. And Harivo. Harivo tried to play it back, but that was nicely defended by Nian Gabiri. Barr will pick it up. Boy, Pacifique Nian Gabiri shut that whole play down.
Good to see your wingers doing defensive work, especially in this 3-4-3 system. You've got to get back and help those back three at certain times. Half time in Hartford, 0-0 between Hartford and Loudon.
Harivo again sends it in, looking for J.J. Williams. Well, Ross, I'll tell you what, you get the feeling right now from Rhode Island FC. They are just going to continue to whip balls into J.J. Williams and Albert Dikwa. And if they continue to do so, it's just a matter of time.
It's hard to keep an eye on all three of those guys. Fuson also a handful, former forward Madison man. Really settled in so nicely at the championship level.
Hilton plays his way up. Played his college soccer at Young Harris, was a 2-time All-American. 150 matches played in USL Championship. Over 80 for Tampa Bay alone.
Well, put the press on a little bit more now here with Kolstad coming centrally.
Whistle goal against the visitors. Or was it offside?
Yeah, the hand is up.
Either way, the result's the same. Okay, Vegas played it out towards the left side. He's got a 1.05 goals against average, 68% save percentage, 5 clean sheets. The native of Spain, played for Levante in the 2nd division. 88 matches played for San Diego Loyal over the last 2 seasons.
He was put under a bit of pressure there by Perez and Arteaga, and that's what forced the poor kick, but he got away with it.
A beautiful move by Harivo.
Clattered in too late.
Yes, he did. So take it away.
there's the response from JJ Williams. So just sending a message. Harivo asking why he didn't get the call the first time. There's been a couple of interesting ones missed by Elton Garcia tonight. In his, well, I say missed, his opinion they weren't fouls. He's gonna have a word with Harivo to calm things down.
And fans, make sure you check out all the exciting postseason action as the USL playoffs presented by Terminix kick off in November. The top teams will battle it out for the ultimate prize. Go to USLChampionship.com for all the latest playoff information. These 2 teams figure to be taking part. One thing left to determine where, who. But this marathon season that starts around St. Patrick's Day and wraps up around Halloween, the finish line is in sight.
Yeah, just 2 teams have clinched, 1 team eliminated. Only 8 points separating 11th and 5th at the moment. It's going to be almost the playoff starting now for a lot of these teams. Can't afford to lose too many more games. Watch out.
Boy, and that ball is put in the back of the net by Zach Harivo. Disaster for Jordan Farr.
It's his birthday, don't you know? Jordan Harivo doesn't care.
And the smoke pours out of the supporters section. A disaster for the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Jordan Farr's initial port outlet ball there. Rowdy with the header back. Keep an eye on Zach Harivo if you can, the right side of your screen here. Just look, he puts the gas on. Farr waited far too long, and that's just poor goalkeeping inside your 6-yard box. He's not going to want to see a replay of that. Going to ruin his own birthday, unfortunately. So Zach Harivo doesn't care. Just stuck his right leg out. Into the back of the net it went. Deserved the goal, I think. Not in the way it came, perhaps, but certainly been the better team here in the first 22 minutes.
Zach Harivo gets his 4th of the season. Played 19 matches for the Haitian national team. Played a friendly against Argentina and Leo Messi back in 2018.
What to tell the kids about?
Yep. That ball sent into space. Here's Dikwa. It's a 2v4. Dikwa tried to wing one in anyway. Probably try again, and he does, and it finds the mark. It's redirected by Turnbull, and now Farr come off the line to make the grab. Freddie Kleeman will take it.
I mentioned the press that Cano Smith was showing just a couple of minutes before that goal. See something you can't do all game. Run out of gas, but they turned it on the right moment. Just the poor initial clearance from Farr, and then made him pay in the worst way.
Darcy will play it back. Throw in for the Rowdies. They are up against it early on. Self-inflicted wound.
Rhode Island have been good of late when scoring the first goal. Avoided defeat in their last 9 when scoring first. So that includes draws, which I'm sure they won't be happy with if they end up with that tonight.
Interesting record for Rhode Island FC. 10 wins, 7 losses, 13 draws on the season. Remember towards the beginning of the season when they were like 2-8 or something like that.
Racking up the draws. I mean, ask Cano Smith a bit about it, the difference. He said everybody who watches this league understands how difficult it is, especially with a brand new team. He said it was always going to take time. Just needed patience for things to build. They've got it going now. It just comes down to moments, and that first goal is exactly one of those kind of moments, right? Just took advantage of a mistake. In this league, that's sometimes all it takes.
Smith definitely has his side humming right now. He was an assistant for the Orlando Pride, Birmingham Legion. As a player, played over 100 matches in the MLS. 33 matches played for the Bermuda national team. He played in the 2006 and 2014 World Cup qualifiers. But he also said through all those draws that at least they were draws. Get credit for him.
That's 13 points.
3
right?
draws is a win.
That's 13 points there. We asked him in his first year as a head coach here if there's any things he's learned about himself. He said it's just been his ability to really watch this team grow. Individuals especially, and see the amount of change since they played this team last.
Is making a run up the right side.
See Nervo switch sides now. He's playing left earlier. We're with Freddie Kleeman here.
I just thought there were 2 of them out there. I mean, he has literally been everywhere. Leo Fernandez over. We have not said his name, I don't think, one time here so far tonight.
Chatting away, as the veterans do. So when you played as many games as Leo Fernandez, as you know what to say to a referee and what not to say, how to get your point across. And we're still having discussions here about something.
And there were too many words.
Sounds like Lewis Hilton was claiming he was talking to his teammate. Yellow card because Lewis Hilton not afraid of some contact when it comes to the tackle.
Oh, no doubt. I was just going to bring that up. That affects Lewis Hilton's game, what he's known for, what he's done for so long. Service into the box. Yao. Tried to send it over to Fuson. Fuson coming over just like a wrecking ball.
You mentioned the word over. He was over the ball and had his studs up. He's lucky not to get pinged there. He's got a piece of the ball.
Dikwa.
Such great balance out of Dikwa. Makes it look so easy.
Ball driven in. J.J. Williams, the target. Boy, the Rowdies almost gave it away again. That ball played over the line. Well, Ross, almost a half hour into this one. Thoughts so far? I mean, the Tampa Bay Rowdies, so far they're out of sorts here tonight. This is not the Tampa Bay Rowdies that we have seen for so many years here in USL Championship.
Now they look a little rattled. Obviously the form of late, and then the early goal, the loss of Cal Jennings before they even made the trip. Things have just been stacked a little bit against them. Obviously a very silly way to give a goal up, but they haven't looked dangerous in the final third. It's a lot devoid of ideas. When you're missing a big target man like Cal Jennings, it can really change things.
Lewis Hilton officially in the books.
The key for Tampa Bay, the rest of this half, we just not give away a second goal.
And now Farr will come off the line. J.J. Williams made a bid. J.J. Williams could go in the books here, and he will.
Yeah, that was silly from J.J. Williams. The late shove after a lovely bit of defensive play to shepherd that ball back to Jordan Farr. It was Aaron Guillen in the end. And that was just silly from J.J. Williams, another player who likes to throw it around. Getting up on his feet, it's good to see the sportsmanship there, at least for now.
Right.
It wasn't
still early.
It wasn't much sportsmanship just before that.
And fans, the 2025 Rhode Island FC season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the history of the new stadium at Tidewater Landing. Season tickets now available starting at just $16.36 per game. Visit RhodeIslandFC.com to learn more and get on board. Gabiri trying to make his way that wing again.
Skip past one, couldn't skip past Frank Nadarsa. He's a big frame, 6 foot plus. But most of the good things have come through in Gabiri on this right side tonight so far for Tampa. Again, they just got to settle in here. They can't give away a second goal before halftime.
Does well to get ahead on that. Fernandez with the touch. Couldn't control it. Rowdies will get a throw. There's a big 15 minutes for the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
They just need something to build some confidence into going into that half. Maybe there is some quality chance. Just some controlled spells of possession. Certainly been the second best team this first half hour plus. It's just the one shot and it wasn't on target, 0.03 XG. To see on the road, but again, there's a giveaway goal, Neil. It could easily be 0-0 as well.
Pretty Kleeman with it. Just wants to pass up ahead. Ben Bender unable to find it.
Lewis Hilton was in acres of space if he just made a run inside of Ben Bender, been through at least into the back four, but Lewis Hilton was just sitting back too far. Giving Ben Bender that free. We'll mention him tonight. Keys to the game. Mention his contract with Charlotte up at the end of this year, 2024. So playing for a role somewhere. So played very well until that knee injury that required surgery this offseason.
Signed a Generations Adidas contract with MLS, and as you talked about, the #1 overall pick in 2022. That's college soccer at Maryland. J.J. Williams couldn't control it. Comes free to Holstead. Holstead and Harivo have had a first half.
Yeah, they've been impressive, those two. And the bar behind them, they sort of had those free rolls to just find the gaps in behind those front three, and they've done a superb job of it tonight.
Ball chipped up into the space. Boy, good anticipation by Harivo. Couldn't control it. Now he'll be called for the foul. The ref had to blow that because Dikwa was the beneficiary and had the ball in space by the 18.
He did, but Gabiri again, once again, he's been the bright spot tonight for Tampa. Whether it's in the final third or in his own final third. He's been superb so far this season. He just needs a little more support.
Hilton. Play it back. Fernandez. finally some room to operate. And then the ball touched away from Ben Bender.
That's the right word, Neil. Room. There hasn't been much room in this final third. The key we mentioned for Rhode Island is to squeeze things wide, and they've done a beautiful job of that so far. That was the first time they've really looked up and said, oh, there's a bit of space. Couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Augustine Williams with a late first half goal. Indy 1, Louisville 1 at the break.
Indy result certainly, or score anyway, certainly has the attention.
Both of these teams fancy it, sitting right above them. They'd certainly love to see Louisville win that game. Rhode Island, they have one game. So Rhode Island has one more game played after tonight than these two, Tampa Bay and Indy, so that could come into play as well.
In the live standings, Rhode Island FC all the way up to 5th right now. They would draw even with Tampa in points, though Tampa would have one match in hand. That's how quickly things can change. Sent up towards the box. One ball just cleared out, so the first time really you saw Rhode Island FC send the ball out.
Just the first tiebreaker in the USL Championship is head-to-head points. So if Rhode Island win this game, they'd be tied, and they have to catch up some goal difference, though, because that is the second tiebreaker. If they do end up ending tied, but a long way to go still with that.
Albert Dequa down on the pitch. This does not look good for Rhode Island FC.
Touching that area where there's a lot of things can go wrong.
Yep.
Even the small tweaks can turn into big ones if you tear something minor. So Dequa can shake this off. So the sweater's coming out. It's about that time of year.
It is.
In Rhode Island, but they're jumping around to keep warm too.
The stoppage does give me an opportunity to tell you that you can watch USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Select matches, including the championship final, will be available in Spanish throughout the rest of the season. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings.
How's your Spanish coming along now?
Took it in high school for a couple of years.
So you're not quite ready to jump on 2DN just yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're angling towards there.
I'd like to see a Detroit City game in Spanish from you.
Took a couple of years of Spanish in high school. Took a year of Italian, but it took 2 years to to get through the 1 year. I figured, you know, they're comparable. I'll give it a shot. That was a bad idea.
So I was in Italy over the summer, and Grazia's was about as far as I got. Credit to the Italians that do know a good chunk of English. Thanks for that. So we're still waiting for this game to restart. Referee Garcia waiting for the whistle, obviously. Dequa. It's end of the night, I guess. For
so yes, Albert Dequa will come out, which is unfortunate for Rhode Island FC, because Dequa was a force.
Certainly be a game-changing injury there.
And there's a cross. And Vegas had to clear it out. Now another shot that makes its way through. And this will be a corner. Boy, Ross, and the vibes have changed.
Yeah, you can feel the momentum and the energy sort of drained from the stadium a little bit. Drums and the trumpets still going, but the crowd noise certainly died down. And now Tampa Bay looking to take advantage of this momentum shift here. Again, a good delivery perhaps from Lewis Hilton. Doyle on a couple of goals this season for Rhode Island, mostly been used off the bench this year. 17 substitute appearances, 9 starts.
Hilton will serve the corner towards the back post. blocked. That shot was blocked as well. Yao did the job. That comes through, and coming off the line, Koke Vegas makes the grab. Mark Doyle came into the match moments ago. Doyle, beautiful ball. Cross, J.J. Williams sends it over top of the crossbar.
Yeah, a lot of work to do. There was lots of rowdy players between him and the goal, but yeah, Doyle with a good early contribution here. It was a lovely ball through and a great touch. And Williams just laid back a little bit. That was always going over the bar. Pittsburgh have taken the lead at Miami. Took them a while, but as expected there. And Memphis with an early goal at home against Oakland on the other side of things. Yeah, definitely that Indy-Louisville game, the one to keep an eye on. In regards to Indy's, Doyle goes down.
Boy, the day would look a lot different in the evening than it did in the morning for Indy 11 if everything holds the way it does right now.
That would be a monster point against Louisville. The stats from that game, just the one shot on target for Indy and it went in. XG of 0.1 to 1.23. You'd have to expect Louisville to keep turning things up in the second half.
Of course, Indy will be at Detroit City next weekend.
Another massive one.
So the game is kind of ground to a halt. Last couple minutes, another restart coming up. We'll see a good deal of stoppage time, I'm sure. Ball sent in towards the back post. Nervo will make his way over.
The funny thing with these Eastern Conference standings, it feels like other than Rhode Island, it seems like everybody's just sort of been hanging around in the same spot for a couple of months now. Detroit obviously been edging their way up there, but they've been in the top 5 or 6, right? Rhode Island, Indy seem to have been fourth to 6th the whole season. Birmingham and Loudon down there, Riverhound starting to play. Is it too late for them? We'll see, they're still right on the playoff line there.
Hernandez tried to step through, did get the whistle. So this would be a little dangerous setup for the Rowdies.
That was a tough one on yeah, because he had position. Hernandez tried to do a little 1-2 with each feet and go around him. See, he likes to explain his calls.
Gives me a chance to tell you about Select, the official match ball supplier of USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. That Select ball will be lined up in a dangerous spot for the Rowdies.
Problem is when you have a referee, especially at this level, when a referee that talks a lot, you tend to just tune it out after a while. When you have a referee that only needs to talk when he needs to, is when you normally listen. But yeah, a little far out perhaps for a crack, but Stilton will fancy it.
My kids will be good referees then. Because they tune me out all the time.
Perhaps a little chip towards the penalty spot here could be in order.
Hernandez standing over it. Vegas at the ready. Fernandez gives it a go. Vegas knocks it down.
It's worth a crack after all. Vegas's reaction, it was certainly moving. Way to his left.
Boy, Albert Dequa coming out of this match has changed everything.
It's almost evened things up now.
And a bad giveaway.
Jennings being out, and now Dequa out.
Nervo gave it right back.
Tampa have almost done their job of keeping this game 1-0 until the break, but certainly got the momentum edge here and been playing downhill for the last couple of minutes. See if they can take advantage. Oops.
Hernandez gave it off to Bender. Bender fouled, so we'll do it again.
So a little further out to the side.
Joshua Perez comes over. Perez signed with Fiorentina, 18 years old, played one match for them against Inter. Played 15 matches for LAFC back in 2018-2019. 22 matches for the El Salvador national team. He runs away from it. Hilton drives it into the mixing bowl. Should be a goal kick, and it will be.
Didn't like the run from Perez, though. It forced the wall to just take a little bit of a step to the left. Keep an eye on him, and opened up the space for a good delivery by Lewis Hilton. Just couldn't get a head on the end of it.
Folks, if you can't watch the match, turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the new SiriusXM app. It'll be 3 minutes of stoppage time. There'll be more.
The amount of conversations he had
Right.
with several players on both sides. It was almost a level ball through to Guillen.
Okay, Vegas will line things up. The very first signing in Rhode Island FC history.
Get that good central spine going, and it starts with the keeper.
Doyle gives chase, redirects the pass, creates a turnover. Doyle can't control pass ahead. Gabiri. Nice ball up ahead. Bender couldn't keep it. It comes free to Hilton. Perez. Perez service in. That header towards the post, but Vegas was ready.
Fernandez there in a bit of space. Allen was doing a great job of shifting his defensive unit. The ball was floated in. It didn't look dangerous, but Fernandez at least a yard or two either side of him. A long way out. He's going to beat Koke Vegas with a header from there.
Usan tried to make his turn. He's taken down. Usan spent the last 2 seasons with Columbus Crew 2 and MLS Next Pro, scored 17 goals those 2 seasons. Five goals, 8 assists. Season 4 Rhode Island. Corner coming up. See if Rhode Island FC can sneak this one in. Corner kicks presented by HILB Group. FC's being pretty casual right now.
After all that,
yeah.
Got to see him makes the final statement of the half.
There was too much standing around by Rhode Island FC. And that corner kick opportunity goes by the boards.
Yes, even though it's still rare that you see that, Neil. A chance for a corner before the last play of the half and the referee blow the whistle. Because you're taking too long. I guess he's within his rights to do so.
But Rhode Island FC will still take it. They have a 1-0 lead going to the locker room. Zach Harivo made the play. You don't see it too often, but he came through and changed this game. Blocked a Jordan Farr drop kick. And the home side has the 1-0 lead. We'll be back with some of the halftime hoopla when we come back. This is USL Championship Soccer.
It's good. The Miller Lights win the big game.
You're right, Luke. Miller Lite is less filling and tastes great.
Wait, is this a dream?
No, Luke. This is a Miller Lite commercial.
When you make your play and things just go your way,
I won.
That's a good play.
Since 1974, the Rhode Island Lottery has been a good play, awarding more than $57 billion to winning players, over $6 billion in commissions to local businesses, and over $8.8 billion to the general fund, supporting all of Rhode Island.
It's a really good play that can make your day.
The Rhode Island Lottery, a good play for Rhode Island for 50 years and counting.
At Ortho Rhode Island, we've built the future of orthopedic care around an important foundation, you. Our experienced surgeons and specialists offer the full spectrum of orthopedic care with leading-edge treatments and technology and a one-of-a-kind patient experience. From diagnosis to outpatient surgery, physical and occupational therapy, acute injury care, and advanced imaging, we make you the cornerstone of innovative care. To learn more or schedule an appointment, visit orthopedicsri.com.
At Centerville Bank, we're rooting for your progress. From the everyday moments to the challenges you overcome, the little victories and the big wins. Because your progress is our purpose. Centerville Bank, progress on purpose.
It's good. The Miller Lights win the big game.
You're right, Luke. Miller Lite is less filling and tastes great.
Played by North Providence Youth Soccer Association.
1-0 Rhode Island FC with the lead over the Tampa Bay Rowdies in a crucial late season match. And these are the winners of the Seriously Nice seat upgrade, brought to you by Breeze Airways. They almost look as comfortable as the seats on the Breeze airline plane, as a matter of fact. Let's take a look at what is going on in the USL Championship standings. All eyes on this. We've been doing this a long time, and it's all come down to this. And how about this for a change of fortune? Detroit City FC got a huge point on the road at Charleston. Rhode Island FC, if this result holds, Ross, they pull even in the point column with Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Yeah, certainly with a shot at a top 4 finish, and with that comes that home quarterfinal. Listen, you might get some help elsewhere with the top seed losing, and you might end up being at home for the semis. You never know.
Of course, Loudoun United FC trying to make their way into the playoff picture as well. Rhode Island FC, of course, the expansion side, as we take a look back to some of the other expansion teams that have come in the league. Detroit City FC able to make their way in. They made it to the quarterfinals of the playoffs in 2022. It didn't go so well for Monterey Bay, but the Oakland Roots came in. They made it all the way to the Western semifinals.
Yeah, it's been a mixed bag of results there, right? Look at the regular season standings. Not a ton of teams over 500 by much. You mentioned Detroit a couple of years ago were great, but yeah, Rhode Island, we're doing so well here in their inaugural campaign.
And Detroit City FC, as we talked about, made the playoffs in both their seasons in USL Championship, currently in a home playoff spot as well. And needless to say, it's gone very well since they've stepped on the scene.
Do you remember, right, Detroit City were a team, a club before that at the amateur level. So obviously Rhode Island were not, come out from absolutely nowhere. But yeah, Detroit certainly lives up to all expectations as a program.
And then, of course, they shocked the #1 overall seed Pittsburgh Riverhounds on the road in the 1 versus 8 matchup. And Detroit City FC got the win. Oakland Roots on the other side made the playoffs in 21 and 22. And once again, they're currently in a playoff position as well. And it goes to show you, Ross, if you get in, you got a shot.
This league is as hard as they come, and you just get into the playoffs. We've seen the home teams don't have a ton of success in either the Championship or USL League One in the playoffs. Things just tend to even out with what's at stake.
And you would figure Rhode Island FC certainly is a team nobody will want to square up with in the playoffs given the talent that they have. 1-0, Rhode Island FC with the lead.
Hello, Rhode Island FC fans. My name is Travis Watkins. I'm your Senior Vice President of Ticket Sales here at Rhode Island FC. I'm here to share with you some exciting news about our opening of our brand new state-of-the-art facility. It's going to be our own home for soccer, where we'll be cheering on the team for many years to come. I want to share with you how to become a season ticket member. We have lots of benefits. Flexibility and affordability are some of our key benefits, but there's plenty of others. Merchandise discounts, concession discounts, gifts and events, and many more special perks for being a season ticket member. So if you want to come out and enjoy all your Rhode Island FC games for under $20, join us and visit rhodeislandfc.com to learn more about becoming a season ticket member.
Is it somebody's birthday? Dad, come watch us hit this ugly piñata. Dad!
When Hornets show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Recentra bien el balón dentro del área. ¡Hombre, ese es el segundo! La combinación es buena. Se canta el 1-1 de Locato. ¡No te puedo creer! Increíble, Felipe. Y señoras y señores, la USL Championship.
When mosquitoes show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Yeah, trick. I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead.
History is made in Rhode Island.
Congratulations, Rhode Island FC, for achieving the dream and making this a reality.
Rhode Island FC, the Ocean State's only professional soccer team, has kicked off its historic inaugural season.
This is going to be a spectacle to enjoy.
Rhode Island on the board!
Family 4-packs are now available starting at just $20 per person. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action. Get your tickets today.
The future is bright for Rhode Island FC.
Welcome back to halftime. Rhode Island FC with the 1-0 lead over the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Let's get caught up with what's happening in and around USL Championship with our news and notes. Lou City, if they're able to get the victory tonight, they clinch the Player Shield already.
Yeah, 1-1 at the moment, though, so still got some work to do there at Indy. And Hugo Farou, 25th keeper in league history to record, as we talked about. Both of these teams have had keepers with assists.
Las Vegas, they're able to secure their first ever playoff berth in club history if they get a win against Orange County SC tonight. It feels like they haven't lost in a month.
They've certainly turned things around in the desert this season. Good to see.
Absolutely, that is a market. I'm sure the league and everybody, all the USL Championship fans, you want to see it do well there. Everything's always extra in Vegas. The USL Championship Team of the Week. Mark Briggs, of course, was the coach of the week, Sacramento Republic FC. But a lot of familiar names up there. Albert Diqua is a name that a lot of Rhode Island FC fans know.
Yeah, unfortunately, we won't see him on there tonight. He went off injured in that first team. Augustine Williams, another goal tonight. Joe Cruzere, we'll see if we see him off the bench this evening for Rhode Island. Taylor Davila, what a game he had. I did that game last week, one of the best center midfielders in the league.
Tons of Rhode Island FC representation with Clay Holstead as well. Quizera on there also, which it stands to reason that why they've made their way up the Eastern Conference table in USL Championship. And now the out-of-town scores around USL Championship. We talked about it. Detroit City FC get the point at Charleston in one of the wilder matches you will see. Certainly a wild second half. Business as usual for Miami FC. They're down to the Pittsburgh Riverhounds by the score of 3-0. Indy 11, Lou City. They're into the 65th minute. Level at 1. Hartford Athletic, Loudoun United, they are level also. So I get you caught up with what's going on around the East when we come back. Second 45 coming up next. 1-0 Rhode Island FC with the lead.
Hey Providence, we're Breeze Airways, and we offer non-stop flights from Rhode Island's T.F. Green International Airport. We're redefining what it means to fly up front. This one's for you. Introducing Breeze Ascent, the newest, nicest way to fly. It's seriously comfortable, satisfying, and affordable. Book today at flybreeze.com and experience the nicest way to travel. Breeze Airways, seriously nice.
At Ortho Rhode Island, we've built the future of orthopedic care around an important foundation, you. Our experienced surgeons and specialists offer the full spectrum of orthopedic care with leading-edge treatments and technology and a one-of-a-kind patient experience. From diagnosis to outpatient surgery, physical and occupational therapy, acute injury care, and advanced imaging, we make you the cornerstone of innovative care. To learn more or schedule an appointment, visit orthopedicsri.com.
At Centerville Bank, we're rooting for your progress. From the everyday moments to the challenges you overcome, the little victories, and the big wins. Because your progress is our purpose. Centerville Bank, progress on purpose.
When you make your play and things just go your way, that's a good play.
Since 1974, the Rhode Island Lottery has been a good play, awarding more than $57 billion to winning players, over $6 billion in commissions to local businesses, and over $8.8 billion to the general fund, supporting all of Rhode Island.
It's a really good play that can make your day.
The Rhode Island Lottery, a good play for Rhode Island for 50 years and counting.
45 more minutes to go. Rhode Island FC with the 1-0 lead. Let's take a look at how we got there, Ross.
Yeah, we got off to a bit of a bizarre start. Jordan Farr's clearance just looped out there. Rowdy didn't really do a great job of it. Trying to go back to Farr here under pressure to Clearman, and Farr let it go across the 6-yard box and tried to go up the middle. I'm not sure why he was trying to do that. Instead, it kicked it right off Zach Haribo and it ended up in the back of the net.
So the home side would get the 1-0 lead on a gift, and that was a disastrous start for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and not a lot was going right for them throughout the course of the first 30 minutes of this match. And again, it's a Rowdy side that's been scuffling a bit as of late. They've lost 3 of their last 4, but eventually they would get it together. Albert Dequa left the match due to an injury, and that seemed to spark the Rowdies a little.
Yeah, I'll do a little move here. Cross-com shot by Nyangabiri. Didn't go in, but it certainly stung the palms of Koke Vegas. Didn't have a whole lot to do in that first half. He was in the right position there at the front post. We'll continue here to look a bit of a threat as we got towards the first half whistle.
Leo Fernandez would get the whistle, and that would lead to a free kick opportunity. Fernandez drives it with the left foot. Vegas, it was a little more than he bargained for, I think, when he first saw it.
Yeah, it was at a relatively comfortable height for him. Now he moved his feet well. It was a full stretch. Had to do something to keep it out. And there's a look at your full-time stats. Listen, the crazy goal was really the only difference in this match, other than the XG of Tampa Bay, which is down to 0.15 at the moment. You look at that, things are tight.
No, absolutely, and it was just a disastrous situation for the Rowdies to give up that goal for free, but they have stabilized the match, Ross. I would say the Rowdies of the last 15 minutes certainly should give the Tampa Bay fans some hope, because the Rowdies are the first 30 minutes. We're not getting it done, but the match is 90 minutes, not 30, and the second half is underway. Neil Rule, Ross Davenport, here with you.
Expect the Rowdies will come out here looking for a fast start. Should have plenty of legs in them in the second half. Didn't play last week, as we mentioned, due to Hurricane Helene, and obviously concern for the folks in Tampa again this upcoming week with another hurricane perhaps heading their way in the form of Milton. So I hope everybody on the west coast of Florida stays safe. I know they're still reeling a bit from Helene, and now perhaps another one heading their way. But we're here soccer tonight. We'll see if they can have something, give something for their fans to cheer here in the second half.
55 degrees right now in Smithfield. It was 61 when we kicked this thing off. Dip down into the mid 40s before the evening is through. Rhode Island FC with the possession. Ball sent in, played away.
Got just enough of that. I wasn't sure if he had it. He's really caught the outside leather of his boot. It's going to fall perhaps to a Rhode Island player. Pete Nielsen does have some offensive options available on the bench to him. Eddie Joe-Muffs, Nick Moon, Worth, Rivera as well, all solid attacking options.
Very nearly tracking that down was Turnbull. But it will go out for a throw for Rhode Island FC. Fans, eFootball 2024 is here. Live your dream and rep your team. Plays your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball, free to play. Download now. Stag comes over. Flicked up. Comes back out. Stoneman will play it to the right side. Ball pumped into the box. Ibarra stepped up. But a goal kick coming up.
Press again.
More pressure. And it gets results. Holstead will leave it off. Ball sent towards the right. Doyle. Doyle dropped it off. Ibarra tried to step through. Touched it too heavy.
Doyle's first touch let him down there. Perhaps if he could just let it go across him. Instead it came back to his left, and by that point the attack was over.
Vegas will fall back.
Got a goal in Indianapolis, Neil. Indy 11 have taken a 2-1 lead over Lou City. That won't please fans of either of these two sides.
There's probably some upset fans in Detroit as well.
Steve Williams with his second of the night in the 68th minute, so 20 minutes for Louisville to try and clinch their regular season title. Obviously, still plenty of games to go for them to do so.
I like their chances still.
I think so. The win moves Indy 11 above Rhode. Excuse me, the goal moves Indy 11 above Rhode Island for now into 5th. 2 more wins in Rhode Island as well as a game in hand. Teams now with 13 wins if that result holds. Tampa do have the advantage in the goal differential department.
Still leave Detroit City in a good spot though to hold on to that number 3 seed line with the home match against Indy, as that foul will go against Mark Ibarra. Speaking of Detroit City, Ibarra played his college soccer at the University of Michigan. Michigan's all-time leader. Matches played, second all-time in assists.
Speaking of Indy 11, that's who Tampa closed their regular season out against, obviously depending on when that Hartford game is rescheduled for.
Yeah, I was going on to say, Indy will be at Detroit next weekend. That would tip the scales in Detroit City's favor because they would just need a draw at least. You figure Miami FC's coming into town for Detroit the following weekend. Barra is down.
Tampa beat Indy 2-0 back in the summer, so do have the edge in that head-to-head at the moment. It's going to be certainly a fun last 3 weeks of the season. Look at this one here, just a late challenge once Fernandez came in. Pittsburgh now at 4-0. Everyone's gone pretty much to script. It's been Miami's habit of late. They seem to hang around till about 55th minute, and then things go all kinds of awry, as it has done all season for them, unfortunately.
Miami FC has a -53 goal differential on the year.
It's been a tough season down there in South Florida. There's still plenty to play for. They could play spoiler down the stretch, these games where they do hang around. They perhaps could take a point off somebody. They close their season. Obviously, you mentioned that Detroit City match, and then they will play Rhode Island in the finale. So Miami messing around, perhaps wrecking somebody's playoff hopes, or at least moving them down a couple of spots.
Of course, their final match at Pitbull Stadium this weekend. Dale.
Not too much Dale in that squad, unfortunately. I'm not sure, whatever the opposite of Dale is. But we've been working on our Spanish now.
We have been. Here's an opportunity for Rhode Island FC. Doyle will try the left side. Keeps the control. But Holstead was calling for it in the middle. He was all by himself. Harivo on that left side. He's been a problem. Harivo. Service in! J.J. Williams heads it wide. And the foul is called. This will be a dangerous setup for Rhode Island.
Look at this chance here from Rhode Island. Good work down that right side. Lovely delivery in. Williams was in the vicinity. It was a brave challenge in the end. I think it was by Guillen pinching in from that left side.
Noah Fusam will put it in play. Ibarra's over there as well. There's a look at the mixing bowl. Sent in, ball cut out.
Yeah, poor delivery in the end. Not enough height on it. A couple of late goals in Hartford. Loudon have taken a 2-0 lead with 5 minutes remaining there. That puts them above the playoff line, back above Pittsburgh.
That ball chipped up, cross back in, stepping up. Harivo couldn't quite catch up to it. J.J. Williams takes a spill. Turnbull keeps it. Stoneman's cross. Nobody available. And there's a flat-out giveaway. Turnbull into the box. Ibarra chips it. Turnbull. Shot. Stop is made. Oh, Jordan Farr saved the day.
Turnbull's had a relatively quiet night tonight. We're so used to seeing him make his way into the right side of the box like this. It's a lovely little chip ball through. Turnbull just had to wait for the ball to land, though. That's perhaps was the difference between getting this one past Jordan Farr or not. Jordan Farr had time to plan himself at that near post. Extra half second for the Rowdies players to get in the way as well.
Rowe goes in towards the box, and Jordan Farr will take no chances, scoops it up. Tampa Bay Rowdies running with the devil a little bit right there. Boy, and a bad giveaway. Lehman couldn't catch back up to it.
A little little sloppy. You can see everybody just sort of looking around.
This is the first 30 minutes of the match, Rowdies, that we saw.
Yeah, I expected more of them here to come out after the break, after a chat. Manager Robbie Nielsen, they really haven't responded. Still only 1-0 now.
Yeah, I was able to knock it down. There was Hilton. He had it played away. Doyle couldn't make a turn, but here come the home side one more time. Holstead making a run. Just waiting a little too long. Holstead had an opening, but then the window closed. Hernandez.
He wanted the call, didn't get it.
AJ Williams tracks back. Here come Rhode Island FC again. Harivo serves it left side. Stepping across, Harivo gets it back. Harivo goes down in the box.
I think he got tackled by the 18-yard box. Went down in a complete heap. Not much contact. Still down on the ground, touching his face. See who wants him to get up, I think, because he didn't see anything in that. And now he's going to, well, thought about blowing his whistle. Maybe here goes back to his feet. And now we will stop. Referee Garcia saying he had to stop it because of the head. So we take a look at it here. He almost ran into the elbow of Kleeman.
Harivo still down. Stoppage gives me a chance to tell you 2025 Rhode Island FC season tickets are now on sale. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history as the Ocean State's brand new Riverfront Stadium in Pawtucket opens. You can catch all the action, all the fun, and it starts at just $16.36 per match. Tickets selling fast. Visit RhodeIslandFC.com for more information, or do the easy thing like I would do. Scan the QR code on your screen.
Garcia. Looking for a handshake, perhaps, while you're trying to help Harivo up. We have a substitute.
Damian Rivera, I believe, coming in for Tampa.
It is the loan from Revolution, playing for their second side last few years in League One as well as MLS Next Pro.
He will replace Leo Fernandez, according to our red hat down there, pitch side. Very surprising move.
Fernandez hasn't been particularly effective tonight. Obviously his first start in a long time. He's getting up there, but congratulations to him. Breaking the all-time appearance record for Tampa. We'll see where Rivera slots in. Certainly more of an attacking midfield option. Let's get that extra body in the middle of the park, try and gain control of this game.
Of course, Leo Fernandez continuing to come back from that Achilles injury last season. Service into the box. Perez is down. Cross cut out by Holstead. And this is just something we haven't seen a lot of here tonight. Rhode Island defending crosses, having to play balls that you just haven't seen at a ton.
Yeah, 24% of the action down here in this Tampa Bay end. Tampa Bay attacking end, that is. Tampa with the edge in possession. They just really haven't done a ton with it. 53.5%. Still just that 0.15 XG. It's not going to win you many games.
Rowdies have had 54% of the possession. However, just has not resulted in a lot.
Kick here though, just inside halfway line.
Shots, but just 2 on target.
Vegas only tested that once. That dive to his left in the first half.
Neil Rule, Ross Davenport here with you. Rhode Island FC, Tampa Bay Rowdies, Smithfield, Rhode Island. Rhode Island, first half of the first half, got the goal, and it was actually a misplay by Tampa Bay Rowdies keeper Jordan Farr. An attempted clearance. He banged off Zach Harivo, and it went into the back of the net, and that is where we stand. Damian Rivero just came into the match with the control. On loan from the New England Revolution. Signed a homegrown contract with the Revolution back in 2019. Ball sent towards the top of the D. Ping-ponging around. Now across. That was deflected by Vegas.
That's the Koke Vegas goalkeeping to a T. He was out on the edge of his 6-yard box. Lucky Blake Budley didn't shank that one because he could have ended up inside his near post, but that's the kind of risks Koke Vegas loves to take.
Fans, you can catch every heart-pounding moment at Rhode Island FC's stadium at Tidewater Landing. 2025 season tickets on sale now, offering flexible payment plans, priority access, discounts, invites to exclusive events, and more. Don't miss out on an unforgettable season of fun. Become a 2025 season ticket member today. Just scan the QR code on the screen. Corner kick, served in, headed away, comes free. Side lash given.
Good 15 rows back. It's going to be tough for Blake to keep that one down.
Bodley just sent that one over top of everything.
Never got the laces on top of the ball. Williams clattered into, no call though. Rhode Island will just love the pace of this second half. Kept it in control tempo-wise. Love that second goal though, make this one a little more comfortable. It's a lovely turn.
Whistle goes against Tampa Bay.
So I think it did. We're having trouble hearing referees Garcia's whistle tonight. Give credit to the Rhode Island supporters for that, I think. Making noise all evening, constantly with the drums and trumpets.
That must have been some magic water Fuson put on his calf. He was banged up, dumped some water on there. He could run the 100-meter dash in the Olympics now. Got to get some of that water.
Oh, committed early. It's going to be a foul, yeah.
This will be a booking as well.
It's just a clumsy challenge from the winger. He committed so early that Darcy just fell over him because he was already on the ground.
Perez goes in the books. He'll join Lewis Hilton. J.J. Williams playing on a yellow. Rhode Island FC.
Wasn't a foul, right? He put his hands up. It's not a foul.
That's true.
JJ Williams going to head into the box here. Been a frequent target tonight from throw-ins and free kicks at near post. Looking for the flick. We'll see if that's where they aim this one again. Certainly a long way out there by that touchline.
This portion of the match brought to you by The Lot, your Rhode Island lottery.
Got a late goal in Indianapolis, Neil. And it's a game-tying goal. Louisville 2-2 in stoppage time. 95th minute. And a big impact on the playoff standings.
Substitution for Rhode Island FC as Morris Duggan will come in. Stephen Turnbull comes out. Duggan, the native of Germany, played his college soccer at Marshall. On loan from Minnesota United of MLS.
Delivery on that wasted free kick.
Update in Louisville.
There's Rhode Island back up into 5th.
Lou City equalizes with Indy 11.
Jake Morris with the stoppage time equalizer for the men in purple.
Boy, you just never have a win at Lynn Family Stadium.
Nope.
It doesn't matter how much time's left, how far down they are. It's almost like Tampa Bay Rowdies when they play at Al Lang. There's so much volatility in their matches all the time when they're at home.
So we don't have the offensive prowess, though. The Kentucky boys.
You could be on the bus going back to the hotel and then find out you didn't win. That's just the way it works there. You could leave, it's 3-2, be on the bus, find out it's 3-3.
Listen, we've had years before where teams have been dominant and then lost in the playoffs at home, but yeah, it's going to be tough for anybody to compete at Lynn Family Field. As Holstead going on another one of his runs. Guillen's played well tonight at that left centre back spot. He's been very consistent.
th minute.
Wouldn't put it past Louisville to find a winner, right? Late in this one.
No, that is true.
We got some goals out west, but this is an Eastern Conference matchup, so we're not going to go there. Focus on this one, which is still hanging in the balance at 1-0. Themselves with only 2 shots in this second half, past the halfway mark now.
JJ Williams, great flick. Fuson, 1v1. Fuson in service, and he actually puts it in the net. Fuson, a brilliant strike. Thought he was trying to send it across, and instead took care of the matter himself.
He'll certainly claim he meant to do it. Doyle was in the vicinity. I think I'm with you, Neil. I think it was perhaps an attempted cross to him at the far post with pace. And once again, you have to look at Jordan Farr perhaps on this one, because Fuson was well struck, but Farr was perhaps leaning too much towards his near post. We know what Fuson can do from there. Almost looked like he was just chipping it, Neil. And you look at that replay there, and the technique used by Fuson. He was almost just chipping the ball into the path of Doyle and ended up in the back of the net. Certainly had a bit of curve on it. He won't care.
And give credit.
Second goal.
Give credit to JJ Williams. The flick on the throw set it all up.
And you mentioned his ability to do that from those situations, and Jordan Farr not enjoying his birthday.
And that could be the one that closes down the club.
We know Jordan Farr is a better goalkeeper than this. We've seen it last season. Clean sheets haven't been there as often this year.
Saw in 2022 when he's the USL Goalkeeper of the Year with San Antonio. Kleeman. Now if you're Tampa Bay, just get bodies forward. Right, Ross? No difference between 2-0 and 3-0.
No, yeah, I mean, they were starting to do that before that goal went in, but just really haven't been able to solve the defensive puzzle. So we knew the loss of Forrest Lasso early this season would be a big one for Tampa. Plenty of wins since then, but the goals have really started to leak of late. 2 more again here tonight. That's 17 now in the last 8 games.
There's a good setup. Crossing over, toe poke, and Tampa Bay Rowdies right back in this one. Arteaga gets the goal.
Just as I said, they weren't being able to figure out this defense. A little play into the box.
And Ross, I was just about to say, we haven't seen enough Rowdies possession in the middle of the pitch. Well, there you go.
Good work here by Hilton. There's that man off the bench, Rivera. It was a lovely run, a lovely turn by Arteaga. Just passed it into the far corner. Past the oncoming Koke Vegas. And yeah, well, listen, sometimes when you score that second goal, you lose focus a little bit. It's really the first time we've mentioned Arteaga's name at all tonight. He hasn't had a ton to do. Got his team right back into the game here now with 19 minutes to go.
Goal number 16 on the season for Arteaga.
It was also simple, right, Neil? Just one pass to unlock it. A beautiful little turn, and now it's 2-1. That's the game of soccer. It's so easy, you could do it over and over again.
Right. Well, to be fair, Arteaga has done it over and over again this year, 16 times. He had a goal, the goal against Rhode Island, a 4-goal onslaught. That ball is sitting there, tantalizing towards the goal line and cleared away.
Good work again by Nyangabiri. Just fired that cross in, could have gone absolutely anywhere.
And that cross redirected. Koke Vegas makes the grab. Boy, Ross, I'll tell you what, Rhode Island got up 2-0, and to coin a phrase from your home country, it's gone all 6s and 7s since then.
It has. Just get that second goal in your mind. Okay, that's it. As you said, Neil, is that the one? Is that it? Luckily for Koke Vegas, Grant Stoneman was there to scoop that one away from his backside. Otherwise, the Tampa Bay player on his feet may have stuck that one home and tied this thing up.
Nick Moon will come in. Freddie Kleeman will come out.
Moon's been a bit of the forgotten man this season in Tampa at times. 20-year-old. 8th appearance off the championship season. Hasn't even been in the squad since just after Independence Day when he got an assist against Detroit City.
One of those guys that makes me start to feel old. I called his matches in college when he played at Milwaukee. The Horizon League. And 100 USL matches played.
Was injured for a good chunk of this season. One of the 2 former Lansing Ignite players on the pitch, him and Grant Stoneman. That short-lived USL League One side back in 2019 or whatever. Seems like
There's
so long
a
ago.
cross. Vegas comes off the line to make the grab. 2025 Rhode Island FC season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history at the stadium at Tidewater Landing. Season tickets now available starting at just $16.36 per match. Visit RhodeIslandFC.com to learn more and get on board. Or just scan the QR code on the screen. You can do that too. That stadium, those renderings are beautiful.
A bit of possession here. Now they've got it.
Stepping through, it's Mark Doyle. He's turned away. Sent into the box, is flicked away by Bodley, but corner upcoming for Rhode Island FC. Corner kicks brought to you by the HILB group.
Like Bodley wasn't messing around there. He had somebody behind him. Just knocked it away for the corner. Rhode Island will take their time here. Kamara, defensive midfielder. Key in this whole defensive system for Cano Smith.
That ball bounces around inside the 18. The Rowdies trying to mount a counter. This could be a booking, perhaps. It will be. Rowdy was taken down.
Clay Halstead only had one thing on his mind there. They look like he got a good chunk of the ball. Oh. Robbie Nielsen also with the yellow card. A battle of wills here between Nielsen and referee Elton Garcia. Nobody wants to move close to the other.
It's Robbie Nielsen, as a player, played for Leicester City and Brentford. Also for the Scottish national team in the 2008 Euro qualifiers. As a manager for the last 3 seasons at Midlothian, Scottish Premiership.
Halstead, from that replay, you can see he didn't get any of the ball. Not sure what Robbie Nielsen was complaining about. Perhaps he wanted a little more.
Different color, perhaps. Whistle and a stoppage. Kabiri was trying to be a force.
Garcia's got to take control of this match. Rhode Island resorting to the dark arts here in the last few minutes. Trying to slow this Rowdies momentum up with physicality.
But Ross, you can feel it. It's turned.
Tampa really hadn't done a ton of anything inside the pucks all game. One time they got in there, they scored. They had 8 touches in the opponent's box all night tonight.
Wow, that's not the Rowdies, man. But here they are, a set piece away from leveling this up. Hilton runs up into it.
It's a brilliant delivery.
Well, look at Jordan Farr. That ball's right back into the 18. Nick Moon, back heels.
Defense doing a good job there, staying on their feet, not committing what could be a crucial foul inside the box, and the resulting penalty. Younger Brady was looking for it there. You could tell, seeking the contact, didn't get it.
Rivera sends it in.
It's a good ball in. Run from Perez just wasn't quite accurate enough.
Let's check out the up to the second standings. Blue City getting that late equalizer really changes the look of this table a lot. And the 11 denied the 3 points. And Detroit City FC fans rejoice.
Already with a yellow. Can't be committing too many more of those fouls from behind. I'm sure Rhode Island fans in their first year would love to have the home quarterfinal. These two teams may well meet again in that quarterfinal.
Olstead makes his way through. Olstead didn't put enough mustard on the hot dog, and it's taken away. Kabiri dribbled into some traffic. Lost control of it. be a booking.
Barra was late and from behind. That's the right decision there from Garcia. Fans disagree, as they should.
Perez, slow to get up. He'll be the referee.
There's a Barra here. Oof,
yeah. Can't disagree with the official on that one.
May have got the ball, but the follow through studs up. Low enough just to remain a yellow.
Hilton drives it into the box again. Fuson was locked up with Arteaga.
Ten minutes just perhaps left in this one. Poised nicely. Certainly didn't look that way when it was 2-0 Rhode Island, but that quick response, and Tampa Bay right back in this. Careful. Grant Stobin. All sorts of tackers on the edge of the box. Got away with it.
Ross, this pitch is tilted right now. On the cross, down inside the box, but cleared out by Perez. Zach Harivo getting stretched out. Now a little bit of a makeshift hydration break. But as the temperature makes its way down into the low 50s, mid 40s, coldest part of the evening.
Substitution in the 83rd minute. Leaving the game, number 20, Zachary Haribo. Entering the game, number 18, Joe Brito.
Joe Brito will come in. The Rhode Island FC, Zach Harivo's night is finished. He ran a great race here this evening. Heel pass by Arteaga, taken away. Fuson has it. Hilton peels back. Long ball driven up towards Brito. Forces the Rowdies to play it. Ooh. That ball's taken away one more time. Fuson. J.J. Williams. Williams in! 3-1 Rhode Island FC. J.J. Williams with a dagger in the 85th minute. Too much pressure. Rhode Island FC. They turned it up. They got the goal.
And they've shown it at times tonight, the press. Williams giving his teammate Fuson the credit. Was Holstad with the turnover there. Fuson, watch this little ball here. Split the defenders. It was a lovely first touch from Williams to play it into his path. Quality composed finish with the outside of his right foot. Jordan Farr. No chance on that one. Should put this one away. J.J. Williams has worked hard tonight. You mentioned it, Neil, especially with the flicks, just being around the loose balls.
He affected winning tonight. If they're able to hold on to this, get the 3 points, that little flick on the throw that no one probably will talk about. Don't know if it showed up in the stat sheet or not. Just little things like that. Now more pressure from Rhode Island FC. And at the very minimum, turning the Rowdies back negative. They'll try the right side. Throw for the Rowdies. They need to get it going. 87th minute. That ball went over the line. Worth comes in. Perez goes out.
Tampa Bay Rowdies substitutions in the 85th minute. Leaving the game, number 13, Ben Bender. Entering the game, number 21,
And now in some space one more time. Fuson, his cross. J.J. Williams was lurking. Endri Mustali comes in. So the 17-year-old in from the Inter Miami Academy. The Tampa Bay Rowdies. Their corner coming up. HILB group corner. Ibarra tracks back. Vegas has it. Tell you what, J.J. Williams put his hat in the ring for man of the match. A couple choices. He's not done yet, J.J. Williams. Right foot blast, and that was blocked by Aaron Guillen.
He's feeling that one. Should be called in the face.
Clay Holstead said, I'm giving this one a lash.
Certainly plenty of candidates for man of the match. Fuson and Williams both with goal and assist. Heravo is everywhere tonight. Sorry, I lost my voice there for a second.
And that foul will be called against Tampa Bay. So free kick coming up into the 90th minute. Move toward stoppage time. Rhode Island FC will play it back to Vegas, the keeper. He will drive it back down the pitch.
Yeah, deserved win for Rhode Island if they can hold on here. Stats tell a different story there. They're very close in the end. 12 shots to 10, 5 shots to 4 on target. Just had control of this match for the most part. Tampa Bay just not clinical enough in that final third. Just looked a little devoid of ideas without Kyle Jennings.
There will be 5 minutes of stoppage play. I would like to introduce a new stat to the known soccer stat community.
Go on.
Vibes. Vibes should be a stat because Rhode Island FC has dominated in the vibes department. Sans a couple moments of this match, but that was just the vibes you got. Rhode Island FC, granted, Arteaga got the goal right away to make it 2-1. You never really felt like Rhode Island FC wasn't in control.
Yeah, when the Dikwa injury happened, I'll get to that in a second.
JJ Williams sets up another one, and Farr will make the save.
When the Dikwa injury happened, you felt as though the momentum could really turn Tampa Bay's way, but they just didn't take advantage of it. That was a key moment in this game. So when they didn't, Rhode Island were like, okay, we got this.
There's a cross in, and Vegas has to come off the line and make a daring dive to swallow that one up.
You see a few shaky moments after the goal. Got Tampa Bay back to 2-1, but as you mentioned, the vibes have all been in blue tonight.
JJ Williams tried to make a turn with it. Back to Farr. Of course, he tried a clearance in front of the goal. It was deflected into the net. Harivo. That put the Rowdies behind the 8 ball. Back in the 21st minute, they could just never get back to good. Headed away and cleared out.
Things aren't all bad for Tampa Bay. Obviously still sitting in 4th place. They've got game in hand. They do have that tough game at Louisville next weekend. And that's going to be a pissed off Louisville team after that 2-2 draw. They'll be looking to clinch the regular season title. They will finish at home against North Carolina and Indy 11. Last game looming large now with Indy's point today in Louisville. Could have been 3 points. Excuse me, at home against Louisville.
JJ Williams making a run. Sends it out into space. Fuson with it. His cross, and JJ Williams nearly got a brace. Farr had to stop it.
Those two have already connected for a pair of goals tonight. Looking for a third. Wasn't far away. It was a good play in the end by Jordan Farr.
Quick restart, but as you said, what a night for Rhode Island FC. They move all the way into 5th in the Eastern Conference table. Rowdies sitting at 4th, so these two teams very well could see each other in the space of a couple weeks in the USL Championship playoffs.
And the Rowdies will be hoping Cal Jennings, their superstar striker, will be available for that game against Louisville.
Aaron Guillen. Played over 80 matches for the Tampa Bay Rowdies since 2020. Good switch by the Rowdies. Bodily out there in space. Beg your pardon, Nick Moon. Service in. What a stop by Vegas! He flat out robbed Arteaga.
Arteaga even gives Vegas the low 5. He knows what a class save that was.
Corner sent in. That was headed away by Nodarse. The final whistle sounds. Rhode Island FC gets the 3-1 victory over the Tampa Bay Rowdies in Rhode Island.
The stats might not say it was a comfortable victory for Rhode Island, but they were never really in trouble in this one except for a couple of minutes in each half.
3-1. Final score presented by High Bar Physical Therapy, the official physical therapy partner of Rhode Island FC. Visit highbarhealth.com today to begin your journey to feeling better, moving freely, and living fully. The man of the match, J.J. Williams. He scored the goal that closed it down. He flicked the throw-in that resulted in the second goal as well. He was very, very good here tonight.
Yeah, and with the Albert Diequart injury, J.J. Williams maybe needed more here down the stretch until we see the severity of that injury. Team high 19 duels tonight, always around the ball, even as a forward in a 3-4-3.
Our energy match, play of the match, brought to you by Rhode Island Energy and on cue, J.J. Williams, and that gave Rhode Island FC all the energy they needed to win this match.
The second, third look at that touch. I'm not sure how much J.J. Williams knew about it. He'll tell you as the quality striker that he is. He meant to kick it off the outside of his, hit off the outside of his left foot and right into his stride, and calm finish. So it ended up being the game winner in this one.
So we will take our final break, come back and wrap this thing up. Rhode Island FC gets a 3-1 win.
You're right, Luke. Miller Lite is less filling and tastes great.
Wait, is this a dream?
No, Luke. This is Miller Lite commercial.
When you make your play and things just go your way, that's a good play.
Since 1974, the Rhode Island Lottery has been a good play, awarding more than $57 billion to winning players, over $6 billion in commissions to local businesses, and over $8.8 billion to the general fund, supporting all of Rhode Island.
It's a really good play that can make your day.
The Rhode Island Lottery, a good play for Rhode Island for 50 years and counting.
Hey Providence, we're Breeze Airways, and we offer non-stop flights from Rhode Island's T.F. Green International Airport. We're redefining what it means to fly up front. This one's for you. Introducing Breeze Ascent, the newest, nicest way to fly. It's seriously comfortable, satisfying, and affordable. Book today at flybreeze.com and experience the nicest way to travel. Breeze Airways, seriously nice.
Home fans going home happy tonight. Their team, Rhode Island FC, gets a 3-1 win over the Tampa Bay Rowdies. And what does it mean? Well, let's take a look at the up to the second Eastern Conference standings. A huge win for Rhode Island FC, Ross. They move all the way up to 5th in the Eastern Conference standings, level on points with the Rowdies.
Yeah, it's going to be a great race for those 3rd and 4th positions in those key home quarterfinals. At least probably 4 or 5 teams still in it for those spots.
Let's check out our Centerville Bank save of the match. Make progress towards your goals with Centerville Bank, the official bank partner of Rhode Island FC. And it was right towards the end. Coke Vegas, unbelievable.
It was close. You can see where he was. He wasn't even on his goal line. He was on about 3 yards out, and the header from Artiaga was about 7 yards out. So less reaction time for Coke Vegas, but it didn't matter. Great save.
Vegas, a ton of fun to watch play the goalkeeper spot. This was not a lot of fun for the goalkeeper, Jordan Farr, for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. And Ross, the 21st minute of the match, that play by Zach Harivo, and that just left the Rowdies chasing the entire evening. They could never get back over the hump.
It's almost like Jordan Farr didn't see him. He was looking left the whole time like he was going to play the ball out, and I think he saw the other defender at the last moment and decided to go central. And I don't think he even ever saw Zach Harivo.
J.J. Williams with the flick off the throw. A beautiful job by him. Fuson would put it into the back of the net. Couldn't quite tell for sure if he was trying to pass that over to Mark Doyle. He'll tell you he was shooting it, though. and that was a class goal.
Yeah, you look at the positioning of Jordan Farr. He scrambled across. He really shouldn't be doing that. Ended up watching it go into the back of his net. Tampa Bay got right back in it.
Arteaga, high quality finish, and that would jump the Rowdies just literally seconds after the second goal for Rhode Island FC. And you thought, all right, Tampa Bay Rowdies going to get back to it here and get back in this match. But then Rhode Island FC would finish things off. Fuson, the beautiful ball to J.J. Williams, who toe pokes it past Jordan Farr, and that would shut everything down. 3-1 Rhode Island FC. That was what they needed.
Yeah, Damien Rivera just trying a little too much, and the goal that really put this one away. Not the game winner, as I said earlier, but put this game away for good.
And Ross, as you said, the stats look pretty even, but the game flow and the vibes, they were never even here tonight.
Yeah, Roland, as mentioned, Rhode Island were never really in much trouble. A couple of minutes in either half after the Dikwa injury and after the Rowdies goal, but they got their composure back, and a big 3 points for the boys from Rhode Island.
So Rhode Island FC, they will host Loudoun United next Sunday. Tampa Bay Rowdies, in the meantime, will roll to Lou City for a huge one. That'll do it for our broadcast here this evening. From our broadcast partner, Ross Davenport, and our producer, Justin Cohen. My name is Neil Rule, reminding you one final time, Rhode Island FC 3, Tampa Bay Rowdies 1. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a great evening. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.